I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Oh, it's hard in the field, yeah. We tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this. First quarter. Second down and 3. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Play action now, Prescott. They'll roll him out, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott airing it out deep for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Off the option, here's Henry. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Off the option, here's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Leonard Fournette. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Leonard Fournette. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Second and 10. On play action, Prescott. On the move to his left. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Well, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Run of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2nd and 8. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Run of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the block.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have kept it on the ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's got room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st down, it's Robinson. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Off the option, here's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. They'll run with Fournette. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Off the option, here's Henry. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Throwing, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, caught by Mims. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Prescott now from the 50. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Fournette. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the option, here's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. To throw. Jefferson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this one complete to Smith. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Out right here to Herndon. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Prescott now. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Smith. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Run of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Jeff Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Run of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Prescott on 1st down. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Run of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Prescott yet again. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Runs over it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Alert three.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Second down, they go again with Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Boy, 224 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. A first down carry for Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On third down, Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And finally brought down at the 43. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They'll run on first down. Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles whistle. Points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even